Stress in the workplace has been called a silent killer. Studies show stress is the root cause for up to 90% of health concerns. A recent study of 1,500 participants by Harvard found 65% say they feel lonely or isolated. 87% say they worry about health and safety of the family or friends. 65% feeling down or depressed. 80% are afraid of a society breakdown. And 64% are angry and irritated. Add to it life during and coming out of the pandemic. For many, it makes things that much worse. But reducing and coping with stress can make a dramatic difference. And I spoke with an expert on ways to make life at work a bit easier.
The silver lining of the pandemic is that it's actually been able to shed a light on an issue that many people weren't wanting to talk about, and the stigma with it.
But just because more people are talking about stress in the workplace doesn't mean they are getting help. Dr. Melissa Malanik with the MUSC Department of Psychiatry and Invista Insights in PAR says we are a society that functions on stress.
There are so many people that becomes this badge of honor. Who's the person that pulled the all-nighter, the first and the last to leave? We just function in this constant level of stress.
But what the pandemic has exacerbated when it comes to work, whether at home or in office, is employees aren't finding time to deal with stress and decompress.
We have these workplace stresses that aren't being managed. And so burnout is significantly increasing, significant reductions in folks' quality of life, work-life balance, increase in workload, finding that there's so much more that's happening right now.
So what can be done to increase workplace well-being? Dr. Malanik says diet and exercise as usual matters, but sometimes you need help. And it also takes strength to seek help from a therapist.
When you're having that opportunity to decompress, it's actually one of the most important things that people don't realize is when you're go, go, go and you never stop and take that break, your brain doesn't have that opportunity to decompress, but it needs to.
And although the amount needed is different for everyone, sleep, a key piece for our ability to function.
Yes, it's important for body restoration. We know it as well for metabolism, for your immune system, also for your daytime functioning and your ability to respond to challenges.
We spend over 90,000 hours of our life working, a third of our life with coworkers, so a good working relationship is key to well-being. Getting away doesn't hurt either.
There's actually research that shows that people that take 11 or more vacation days a year have higher productivity and are actually better at their jobs, and in terms of you see more likely to get raises and bonuses for performance and productivity than those that never take a day off.
400 million workdays lost each year due to depression alone. Workplace stress not only affects the worker, it also has adverse effects on company performance as well. But Dr. Malanik says how you treat yourself is how you help yourself.
I always say self-care isn't selfish. Sometimes it's one of the most important things to be able to take that time to decompress so then you can come back truly filled to be able to approach the day. You have better attention, focus, concentration, productivity, and performance.
There's also the issue of Zoom fatigue. All these meetings on a computer screen, we get distracted, we multitask, sometimes just stop listening. Switching between tasks can cost 40% of your productive time. So close tabs on your computer, build in breaks during longer meetings or make meetings shorter, and feel free to walk around. And if you can, put your phone away. As Dr. Malanik says, self-care isn't selfish.